Hey everybody, and welcome back to a new video. So today, guys, we're doing a unique review. I don't normally review these, but today we're going to be doing a review on the FeiLun Racing FT012 boat. So before we start on the review, I just wanted to give a big thank you out to GearBust for sending this boat for me to be able to do a review on. So thank you very much to those guys. If you hadn't checked them out yet, guys, go to gearbest.com. I will leave their link down in the description for you. I will also leave a link for you guys in the description of the boat if you're interested in it. It's a really cool boat, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys over at GearBest for sending this to me too. Again, I appreciate that. So guys, we're going to be doing a review. This is on the FeiLun Racing boat. This is an FT012, and notice on the actual box it says brushless motors. Yes, I said brushless motors, not a brushed boat. So that's kind of cool. So here's what the boat looks like out of the box. This thing is actually really cool. It's made of really sturdy plastic. It's really aerodynamic. I really like the colors of it. There's the back, the engine, everything like that. This is water cooled as well. And it does have right side flipping, which means that kind of like the review I did a couple weeks back on the WL Toys Trifibian. If you guys haven't checked that one out, use the link up above here. It'll be popping up here, and check that out, because that's another floating drone that I really thought was really cool. So, but yeah, anyway, so that's what it looks like on the top and on the bottom. So it's really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and pan the camera down here for you guys. And let's take a look at the boat. Let's see what we get in our box, and we'll review it. Alright guys, so again, we're looking at the, this is the FeiLun FT012 racing boat. So this is actually really nice. I like it a lot. It's super sweet. It's made of really nice, hard, sturdy plastic. And they took a lot of time, and they did a really nice design on this. So this is part of the box. It's this little, I guess it's a bolt holder. I don't know what it's called exactly. I apologize if I don't know all the correct boat terms, because I'm not normally a boat RC guy. So I apologize for that ahead of time. So the way that you get to the battery in this guy is it's right here in the back. There's a little clip that you just turn to the side here. And this is just the top part, so this is to help keep the water out of the actual the moving parts. And then right here you see there's 4 more clips, so you just move these, unlock them like this and like that, and then this top part removes as well. So here's what it looks like on the inside. There's all your moving parts. Here's your motor, your shaft, your servo is right here, your steering servo, and everything like that. The battery actually sits right here inside, and this is the connector that they use. Now, this is actually a really nice connector. This is a hobby grade connector. I used to use this on my RC cars a long time ago when I used to race them, so I'm really impressed with the actual the connector. And you can see right here, this is your hosing for the water pump. So I'm guessing it must draw the water through here and then keeps everything cool. I'm assuming that's how it works. So that's kind of what it looks like on the inside, and there's the motor. All right, so here is the battery that comes with this particular boat. So this is a 1800 milliamp 25C, and this is an 11.1 volt battery. And here's the end, and this does have a balance charger on it, or a balance lead, so you can hook it up to your hobby grade charger if you want to. It does come with this charger where you can plug in the battery there. It did come with a European style connector, but that's okay because I have a European to United States connector, so not a big deal. That's pretty cool for me. So what else you get in the box? You get this little I'm thinking this is either gear oil or waterproofing. I'm not sure. You get a little wrench here, so you can remove some of probably the bolts and nuts. You get a little Allen wrench as well. That's to probably get to the shaft and everything like that. So in case you need to replace anything, and looks like you get an extra little set screw in there. It's one of these little set screws that goes onto the shaft there. You also get a set of, oh, I dropped one on the ground there. You get an extra set of propellers for the back. I think that's called a propeller or a rudder. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not a boat guy, so I don't know the proper terms of everything. You get your instructions, which are right here, which are pretty decent, not too bad. And you get your controller. Now, this is actually a decent controller. This is almost like a hobby grade controller. This is kind of similar to the one I used to use when I raced my my RC cars back in the day. And then right here is the flip up, and this is where you've got two little knobs in here. You got one for steering trim, and then you also have one for directional trim, so that way if it's kind of like drifting a little bit in the water, then you can just move it as needed. I guess kind of like a quadcopter. And then also for the front, you get this little clip thing right here that goes right on the front, and it just kind of clips to the front there. I'm guessing this is for if you're going to take it out and maybe some rougher stuff, like where it might be rocks or something like that, because it's made of like a rubbery plastic. I guess you could use it for that. So anyway, so that's kind of what the boat looks like. And like I said, it's really cool. I like it a lot. They did a really good job putting this together. You can tell it's not just a flimsy piece of plastic. They actually took the time and really did research and really did a good job on this boat. So I'm going to go ahead and hook up the battery here. And again, it's just these this little Velcro strap, so it just kind of sits right in here. And I really like how they did the design. Again, I am not a boat guy, but you know what? That's okay. I like being able to do different kind of reviews every now and then, so that's kind of cool. And then this does not have an on and off switch, so you basically just plug this guy in just like this. And these are really easy to plug in. There you go. You just stuff him down in there, and then you just put your top on. You just got to make sure these tabs, they kind of go in like that. There you go. And then you just put this guy, he kind of slides in here in the front first, and then you push down, and then you just lock these tabs in place like that. So that's the first one to help keep the water out. And then this one, just like the bottom one here, he kind of goes like that and then down, and then you take this, push it down, and then you lock this guy in place just like that. So it's already turned on. It's got power to the boat. And then to turn on your remote, you flip this up, and there is a little power button. This takes 6 AA batteries. All right. And then when it's on, you'll have a little power LED, and you'll have a frequency LED is what it says. So I'm guessing that will change back and forth. So let's go ahead and kind of spin this around here a little bit. I'm going to move the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so the way you bind this is, I was doing it wrong. So you got to plug this in, and then within 5 seconds, you have to turn on the remote. And then what will happen is the red light comes on and the green light will flash, and as soon as it binds up to the boat, then it actually will be bound. So that's what I did wrong. So here I'm going to try and do this with one hand so you can see. Here's the servo for the steering, and we'll do the motor. You can tell that's definitely a brushed motor. That's pretty sweet. I like that. So guys, that's all I've got for the at least the indoor review of this particular boat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, and we're going to head out to the park behind my house. I've got a nice big pond back there, and we're going to go ahead and get this guy on the water, and we're actually going to get it going. One thing I forgot to mention back here, there is a little water plug. So if this happens, if you feel it and it feels heavier than it is, there might be some water in there, and you can just undo that, and then there's a little hole right there that you can get the water out of, or you can just take the cover off too and drain the water. But that's kind of a quick little way of doing that. So anyway, guys, so again, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here. We're going to head out to the park, and let's get this bad boy in the water, and let's get it driving around. Alright guys, so I'm here at the park in my neighborhood that's got the pond. So again, we're going to be testing out the FeiLun FT012. So the trick to binding this with the boat, that if I would have read the instructions earlier, I would have figured it out. You gotta plug the boat in, and then immediately this has to be close, has to be within about 5 seconds, otherwise it won't bind correctly. So I'm going to take off the lid, I'm going to get it bound real quick, and then we'll start the video and we'll get it in the water.
Okay.
Alright guys, so we're out here on the pond, and we've got the power boat in the water. I'm going to try and get it to flip over on its backside if I can, but here we go. So you can see this thing's got like a freaking ton of power, man. That's the full throttle right there. That's like half throttle right there. This thing is like sick how fast it goes in the water. It's awesome. Again, this is my very first boat that I've ever actually reviewed, so this is pretty cool. Give it full throttle, it does pull a little bit, and I'm probably just not trimming it correctly. I'm going to try and it's pulling a little bit to one side, so I'm going to try and see if I can trim that and see if that helps. Yeah, that seemed to have helped a little bit, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, as you guys can see, this thing is freaking awesome. It's got plenty of power. It's brushless motor. Oh, I think I got something, so hold on, I'm gonna bring it in and get whatever's bound to. Oh, yep, I got some seaweed. Alright, so I removed the weeds from the motor, so here we go. So you can see this thing's got plenty of area to go. Let's see if I can get it flipped. Well, I can't get it to flip upside down to show you guys, but there are other reviewers out there. You can see this thing's got tons and tons of power. This is so much fun. Like I said, I'm normally a drone dude, but I gotta admit, this is actually this is really fun. I'm going to try and get this thing to trim a little bit better. Ooh. That didn't work, so let's try and trim it the other way. There we go. Let's see if that helps. There we go. Let's give it some full throttle here. This thing is really steady in the water. I like it a lot. It's pretty cool, so. And so they normally do reviews on drones, but they sent me a boat to review, so this is pretty cool. got some more seaweed. I have it flipped upside down to get it to right side back up. It's really easy. You just give it some throttle. And you turn the wheel a little bit, and then you're back up again. And that's it. So that's how you right-side it back up again. Alright guys, so that about wraps it up for the review. This is the FeiLun FT012. And you know, I gotta admit, for not being a boat guy and just a straight up drone review guy, I'm thoroughly impressed with the just the turns, how this thing reacts in the water. I mean, it's just pretty kick butt, guys. So for the money for this thing, I mean, it is totally worth it. I mean, it is way fun. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head back home here, and we'll finish off the review. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the review I did. This again was the FeiLun FT012 speedboat. This little thing is really, really cool. I've obviously let it cool down a little bit and dry off, but this thing is freaking awesome. I mean, as you've seen in the water there, you know, it can get up to about, I think it's 45 kilometers, which is equal to about 27 miles per hour, something roughly like that. And you know, as it flips, you know, you just give it some throttle and it automatically, you know, gets itself back right up again. So, you know, even though it's not a drone, this is actually pretty cool. You know, it's in the RC family. But I really enjoyed doing a review on this. Again, this is my first boat that I've actually gotten to do a review on. My first RC boat at all that I've ever been able to actually get my hands on and play with. So this is actually really cool. This is fun. Yeah, definitely. This is something I look forward to playing with, definitely. So guys, if you like the review, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like the channel, if you like my reviews, hit the subscribe button for me down at the bottom. And when you hit the subscribe button, if you would hit the bell just lets you guys know when I've got new videos that are available for you each and every week. And typically we do uploads on Thursdays and Fridays, sometimes the weekends if we got extra time. So guys, thanks for all the subscribers. Thank you for all the awesome comments, support. I appreciate it, each and every single one of you. I try and read each and one of those comments and get back to you as fast as I can. Sometimes I can't, sometimes I can. But in the meantime, guys, while you're waiting for the next video, let's keep our drones up in the air, flying high. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Have an awesome day.